What's going on, people? What's going on? It's Pilgrims in the Earth. First and foremost, all praises be to the Most High. Thankful for another day to be before y'all. Yeah, man, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. I gotta say that it seems like it's a popular thing to say, right? But either way, hopefully the Most High's word get out there. Like always, when I got something on my spirit, I kind of like to get on here, hit the record button, and just get to talking. So we're gonna jump right in. Uh, Dear Americans, or Dear America, it's over. Dear America, it's over. You know, I talk to so many different people daily, right? People from around the world. Because my job, that's kind of what I do, how I make my income, talking to many different people, mainly Asian people, but they're all over the world. And I'm connected with so many people daily, like, because they're talking to many people, Americans leaving America, um, mainly going to like Southeast Asian countries, African countries. And they're asking me, like what's going on? Why are so many people leaving? And I try to, tell them from my perspective, like, because I've been gone for over 2 years, but I'm seeing so many people. I'm talking about people think I be exaggerating when I say this, because I'm not trying to put fear on anybody. I'm telling you exactly my reality. When I go to the grocery store, when I'm commuting or I'm going back and forth locally, I'm seeing brothers, brothers with the same accent like me, from the same place as me. Oh, and this is the shocking, scary part about it. 4 years ago, that used to be like a surprising thing. It used to be like, "Wow, bro, where you from? Where you from?" "Oh, I'm from here. Oh, I'm from there." You used to get excited, bro. Let's link up. Now they don't keep. I'm not surprised, and I hate to say it, I'm not pressed to say, "Hey, how you doing? Let's link." Because it's so common, and I think they're like that too. It's like, okay, there go another brother, there go another sister. It's normal. Um, that's a sign in itself. Um, but not only here, but all over the world. You know what I'm saying? That's a sign. And it tells you in the scriptures, um, people would start to begin to go back to their homelands. Of course, us as a people from the diaspora, we really technically don't have like a nationality when it comes to legally. We have to have visas to travel and go to different places. But even in me combing through the whole internet world or whatever, social media, all that, a lot of Caucasian people are starting to go back or leave America to find better lifestyles. And because the American dollar is more valuable outside of America. In America, it's almost like the value of it is like is deplenishing very fast at a scary rate. And we're all connected. You get what I'm saying? I put out videos. There's many people, content creators, that do the same thing. They're kind of telling people like, hey, the food, the difference in the food, when you're traveling outside of America, the difference in the people, we've been duped, man. We've been lied to for a long time. We've been lied to. We've been told that, we're from the greatest place in the world. America is, have the best infrastructure. And we've been told that outside of America was very unsafe, like third world country. We really played that into our mental. But meanwhile, a lot of the other nations, they were traveling and utilizing the opportunity to be in a lot of these countries. So they'll tell you, oh, specifically Africa, oh, it's unsafe, it's unsafe. But then you come over and you see that, You see the Chinese, you see the Russians, you see East Indians, you see the Arabic people having a good time, might I say, and enjoying the fruits of their labor. So I strongly urge people um, to get out and not start packing your bag. But I mean, like when the scriptures say flee, that's an emergency exit. Flee is not, well, let me call my travel agent and try to, flee is different. When your house is on fire, you're not gonna plan an escape, or you're not gonna plan you know, a vacation out of there. Oh, let me see if the back door is suitable. No, it don't work like that. When you're talking about a flee, that's a different type of exit plan. So I don't know if people see it as the time is, I don't think people looking at it, in its totality. A lot of people say it ain't time, it ain't time, it ain't time. So a lot of people acknowledge that it will be a time where you have to kind of flee America, coming from a religious standpoint, I guess. But now it's not even a religious conversation. It's more, it's just a normal conversation politically, however you want to look at it. Um, Economically, you don't have to believe in the Bible to understand. You could just look at history itself. What goes up must come down. What empire has been standing the test of time? The Most High will always prevail. You get what I'm saying? Especially when you start to go against the basic standard that the Most High have set of righteousness. And America has been the stronghold, or the leader, might I say, the leader of what we call immorality. Immorality. Like everything that's a bad influence. America is the big brother of bad influence. When you talk about same-sex marriage, who rolled that out? America. You get what I'm saying? Multiple religions all practice in one, or you don't even have to believe in religion. It's considered the new world. You know, to be honest, all these societies, when you talk about ancient or older societies, they're all governed by religious beliefs. Islam, Christianity. So people think religion is just like a modern. No, this has been going on for since the beginning. Um, but yeah, man, it's looking bad out there. And a lot of people say the world. You'll be very surprised how normal the world is outside of America. Of course, there's things going on, but when I look outside every day, it's normal. It's normal community. There's no crime. I'm not even promoting, because you got content creators who promote where they are for the sake of a benefit, or content. I'm not doing that. I'm not telling you to come where I'm at, but I more so send the warning out. From my perspective, what I can see when I read the scripture, I can definitely see what's going on and say, yeah, this is the time that the Most High is talking about. So when I say, dear America, it's over, it's definitely over. The jobs, right? When you talk about your lifestyle, the jobs that you depend on, is they're slowly but surely pulling them from up under you. Think about this, right? Because I'm from Michigan. Michigan is predominantly the automotive capital. You have some of the biggest car companies there. We talk about Henry Ford, Chrysler, General Motors. Those were like the backbone of a lot of middle class workers in Detroit or Michigan in general. Um, those jobs have a lot of. Think about the average worker, right? Because I've worked in these places, right? People getting paid $40 an hour now. Do you know there's people overseas that will work for $5 an hour and work three times as hard? Americans, they have spoon fed us purposely. They spoon fed us, they spoiled us for this time here. America will be a third world country overnight. I'm telling you, it will be a third world country. You will see live rounds on your. You will see military frequenting your neighborhoods. You will see death at a high number. You will see bodies in the street like you never seen before. You will see the protection of women non-existent. Um, people's sensitivity level. Um, people will not care. Think about children, right? There's so many children. I was talking to one of my students recently, right? Because it blows their mind when I really tell them um the facts about countries in Africa and how it's very safe. I'm telling people, why would you go there? Oh, it's safer than America. Yes, most definitely it is. Oh well, how can you say that? Mind you, these are people that have never been to Africa, or have never been to a hood in America. So they're very disconnected. Their only connection of what they're telling me is on the screen. You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand there's a mind, a brain behind that screen. There's a program that's being funded, for you to even think like that. But anyway, yeah, man, it's all these children come up missing, right? And it's normal. And nobody and everybody just goes on with life like nothing happened. Because you see one thing over here, oh, young child gunned down, 14 years old, or young child 4 years old gunned down, or this happened, that happened. It's too much to even focus on. So it's like you have to see it, man. But I did a video recently. I said, man, America is under a spell, a deep spell. It's the only thing that it's the only logical thing that you can say. How else would people be okay with living in those conditions? We think that is normal. I be telling some of my friends here, like the stuff that we, witness in America. They like, oh my god, like they're perplexed. Like nobody lives like that. They don't know. But it's still that whole illusion of America has the opportunity. America, the streets of gold, Statue of Liberty. We want to go there for opportunity. Meanwhile, they got mangoes, trees, banana trees, papaya trees in their backyard, sunlight 99% of the time of the year, community, togetherness, the love is there. The resources, the gold is the value is peace, man. The value is family. It's not the currency that European currency that they established while colonizing a lot of these different countries. Man, we're under a spell, man. We're under a deep spell. I see people on the internet, causing confusion about the African diaspora. Oh, African Americans don't have a culture. Oh, the Africans don't know. It's like a back and forth going on right now, and people don't understand. It's a distraction, man. It's a distraction to keep you debating and staying still. Now I see people, oh, the flee doctrine. People want you to flee to Africa, but this, that. I'm not going to one captivity to the next, man. You fool, man. You don't understand. It's to distract you from what the Bible actually says, right? Because what does the Bible say? Jeremiah 51 and 1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. So We ain't even gotten into the enemies of Babylon, the enemies that America is making. From the China to North Korea to America is as so many. Imagine you being beefed out with everybody. You beefing out with the whole block. Eventually, you know, something got to happen. Something gonna shake. Um, but everybody is getting distracted from what the Most High said by your personal feelings. The Most High is not gonna hold prophecy because you don't feel that it's the right thing. It don't work like that, man. It don't work like that. In this internet, anybody can press the record button and give their opinion on things. But there's your opinion and there's the Most High's word that will stand through the test of time. Believe me, it will. So many people, man. So many people. I used to have dreams of these days, man. Dreams, bodies on top of bodies, man. Many people, and I'm not talking about the people that unknowingly um, will be there when it happens, right? When the fall happens, because it's a consistent falling, right? Babylon is falling, falling. Um, but in 1 hour, she will be destroyed. It will be so fast. But I'm not talking about the people that unknowingly, because at this point, you should know. But I'm talking about the people that know, that had time, that had the bag, that had the opportunity to build. I'm not asking you to build with me, but I'm asking you, what are you waiting for? People that should be situating their family. You see the storm coming, you see the rain clouds, you see the blood moons, you see the sign. Every sign is telling you, hey, get out, get out. But it's just them same social programming that's rocking you back to sleep, whether it be uh, whether it be your daily pleasures, your sports. Oh, Detroit might do it this year, or whether it be you know holidays, because Christmas, usually when the winter time is starting to approach, that's when the people go right back to sleep. That music gets you right back in that Christmas spirit, right? But yeah, man, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Uh, verse 7, 51 and 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. So if America made the people on the outside drunken by her influence, by her social programming, hey, this is cool. I know you do it your way, traditionally, the way your forefathers have always done it, but look at it this way. Look, it looks cool, doesn't it? You should do it this way. So if you think the nations are drunken, what do you think you living in America are? I know I was drunk. And because when you live outside of America, you begin to start to peel off the scales of America. It's almost like an embarrassment, like the way you think. You know, when I left America, your first number one thing is a job, a job, a job, a job. We've been programmed to think of survival is a job. So automatically, by default, you're a slave. We are slaves. African Americans, we are slaves. I don't care how you want to slice it. We are slaves. That's our only mindset, is to look for a company where, usually Europeans run it, and go apply for a job in that company. I'm not teaching my kids for that no more. I'm not continuing the generational curse of servitude for my children. I have to start to put them in an environment of people who can do for self. When I say do for self, I'm not only talking about creating your own business, I'm talking about building your own homes, farming, agriculture. you know, togetherness, community. That's what we need to establish. We always think about money, money, money. Don't get me wrong. Money is a defense. Money will be needed. But at some point, we're not trying to deal with this system no more. And the people that will survive will be the people outside of the beast system, right? Because do you think you're gonna be you think you're gonna be serving your God in a beast system without consequences? It's a reason why the Most High is telling you to come out of her, that you be not partakers of her what? Her sins. So that's judgment. But what's leading up to the judgment? Because you can talk about the end of Babylon. That's not very when it ends. That's it's over. You're gone. But what about the leading up to? What happens in that time? What happens? Are you gonna lose your rights, your human rights? Are they gonna poison your food? So I don't think people are looking at the full totality of it. But yeah, we're drunk. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. They're angry. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so, BC may be healed. Many people think they can heal America. Man, I listen to Israelites now. Oh, Donald Trump doing this. Oh yeah, yeah, we gotta stand up. Oh man, why was you running away? We should, bro. Do we believe in the same book that I'm reading? Did you see this? Man, we have an emotional attachment with Babylon, America. It's all we know. Trust me, I know. I never left the country upon coming leaving in 2019, no 2020. I never been outside of America. I'm talking about you can look from Detroit and see Canada over the bridge. I've never been there. So I understand it. I understand um leaving your environment, your comfortability, everything you've have ever known. It's not an easy task. I understand it. I'm fully aware of it. But guess what? I left. I didn't have much resources. I didn't have much money. To be honest with you, um yeah, I didn't have much resources. Um I left when it was me, my wife, my son, who was 4 at that time, I believe. 4, was he about 4? Yeah, 4, and I had a newborn child who was 1 month old. We were actually waiting for his passport. And I know my family probably thought I was out of my mind. What do you think people thinking now? They probably like, you might have had but I can't take the credit. I was reading this the whole time. But I also understand the Most High have woken me up in this time more than ever because I understand my purpose in this time. I understand why I was having dreams and nightmares that was wouldn't allow me to sleep throughout my life because of this time here. This is what he was showing me the whole time. I don't think people understand the fall of America will be the biggest thing you have ever seen in your life. You know how many people are connected to America? You know how many societies will fall when America fall? Think about it. Taiwan. Think about Japan. Think about Israel. Think about all these different places. So many will weep. They tell you in Revelations 18, they're gonna be weeping because that's the opportunity for a lot of people. People go there for their education. People go there for an opportunity of working. All different things, man. They go there for all different things. The most prominent universities in the world. Um, so it's very ironic. Uh, Everything that these scriptures say is happening prophetically as we speak. Verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. How do you forsake something? You leave it alone. Get out of there. Physically, not just spiritually. Oh, you got to come out of her spiritually first. Yes, you do. But how you gonna come out of something spiritually when you're still there? How can you come out? How can we get rid of Egypt out our mindset when we're living in Egypt? We had to leave Egypt. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. You know the Most High gonna let you operate, right? Because you have judgment of nations, you have judgment of people. But when your sin reaches to the skies, Sodom and Gomorrah, when that sin reach up and the Most High see that, hey, you might want to step aside, or not be an accomplice to that sin, because his judgment is swift. It's so swift, man. You won't even know what hit you. Um, the Lord have brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our God. What are we gonna say when it's destroyed? What are we gonna say? The people that made it, Most High willing. What will we say? This is the work of who? The Most High. It was in the Bible the whole time. I'm looking at all these scriptures, man. I'm talking about, man, the judgment of America. America, dear America, I hate to inform you, it's over. It's over. Verse 23, Jeremiah 50, going back, Jeremiah 50 and 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? How is this great country who ruled you had an embassy in every country, had a military base in every country? When it says the hammer, the judgment of all the world, if there's a problem going on over here in Ukraine and Russia, America gets involved. If there's a problem over here in Taiwan and China, America gets involved. America has a business deal everywhere. If there's a problem over here in in Saudi Arabia or Iraq, America gets involved. How is this place, the military might that was so strong, how is it finally destroyed? Y'all don't even be knowing. Let me go to Romans right quick. Watch this. The Most High be wanting it to be like that. The Most High allows these things to happen for our experience or for our learning. For us to look at it like it's impossible for that to happen. It's impossible. Uh, let's go. This Romans chapter 9, verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up. So, but the whole purpose, the Most High raised Pharaoh up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore therefore hath he mercy on whom he may have mercy, and whom he hardeneth. So guess what? People might say, well, why would he, if he wanted his people to leave Egypt, why would he continue to harden Pharaoh's heart? Because it's for our faith, man. Because think about this, right? If you looking at America as this great country, or Egypt as this great dynasty, or this great empire, that's impossible. It's like a god to people. Who can take down this nation? Who can sink the great Titanic? It's him letting it get built up like that, so he can knock it down. And then when you see the bully get knocked out, Who are you gonna look at as the big dog? The person who knocked out the bully, the person who declared it in the scripture that it would happen. Man, let's go. Verse 16, 50. No, let's go to 6. Let's go to 6 because I want to speak about our people, right? 50, verse 6. In verse 6, Jeremiah 50 and 6. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. Everybody, but best believe while America is falling, people will flee. People have places to go. They have their home. But it's hard now because you can't sell your house. You know, many people are trying to sell their house. Nobody's buying homes. Everybody is selling. The market is crazy right now. But a lot of these people have savings. They have funds, all that stuff, trust funds and all that. Americans are opting out. These other nations are opting out of America. I'm letting you know that right now. Go on TikTok, go on YouTube, you can see it. Our people will feel like we don't have a way out. Because when we did have the opportunity, you know what we was doing? Let me go get my roof fixed on my house. Let me go get them new rims on my car. We was getting them PPP loans. Guess what? They coming. The rooster is coming. They coming. And it's unfortunate. So now the Most High is making the opportunity, the door is closing, it's getting thin. So now people are saying, oh, well, I don't have $20,000 to leave. Well, I don't have $10,000 to leave. Let me ask you, right? If your house is on fire and you know you have to leave out that door because this is gonna burn down, you don't have the right shoes on. You know, you might not have shoes on at all. You might not have your shirt on, but that fire is coming and you know it. Dang, you done left your safe is upstairs, but it's on fire. Dang, the dog might be upstairs, but it's on fire. Dang, your family photos is upstairs. Dang, your favorite wardrobe is upstairs. Your favorite pair of pants, your work shirt is upstairs. Do you go up there in the midst of the fire? Or do you have to flee out of there? When you start seeing them armies, then what? It's time to go. Enter not. Don't come back in there. Don't come back in there, man. But anyway, my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. We forgot our resting place. We've been taught what our resting place is. You know what our resting place is? When the bell go off at work or the bell go off in school and we're able to go in our slave quarters for a few hours, get some sleep, get up and do it all over again. That's what we think our resting place is. The Most High is trying to give us rest, man, but there's there's a process of it because our minds, man, have been destroyed in captivity. It's all we know. It's all we know. So there has to be a process. People think they're going to go from Babylon or America straight to the wilderness or straight to the promised land. Man, there's a process. There's a process. There has to be a purging. You have to purge the bad qualities about yourself. You have to purge out all the things that you have faith in that the Most High is tearing down right before our eyes. um, Verse 8: Remove out of the midst of Babylon. Remove out of the midst of Babylon. Oh, that's spiritual. You know, you got brothers out here with this flea doctrine trying to get you to come to Africa. Man, I don't care where you go. I don't even honestly, man. To be honest, this might if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. But it's gonna get out there. If I don't say it, somebody else gonna say it. The Most High gonna have His work being done. And to be honest with you, It's so many, it's millions of us already that left anyway. I'm not looking for people money. Because you got people that use come come over here or do that consultation, and that's cool. You got to eat, but like I tell y'all all the time, that's not my hustle. My hustle is the Most High, because every time I do His work, I get blessed anyway. I've been helping people when they need help. I don't charge. You need, okay, I can help you. I can help you get from A to B. I can introduce you to people that you need, but I'm not even getting to that point. I'm talking about just leaving. I'm talking about even understanding that it's over. Even if you don't physically leave, I'm not telling you pack your bags. When I'm saying understanding that it's over. Remove out of the midst of Babylon and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans and be as the he goats before the flocks. Be as the he goats before the flocks. Hey, man, I understand my purpose. I understand my purpose is to go somewhere that might not look so comfortable, might not look so safe to other people. But then when I go and I come back and I say, yo, it's good over there. You know how you send, before you go to war, you send out, or before you go somewhere, you send out people. The Most High sending His people out, and they reporting back. Hey, it's great over there. There's mangoes, there's bananas, there's papayas. It's actually pretty nice. You should try it. And actually, I can tell you how to actually take care of yourself when you go there. Hey man, once I seen that door open and I seen it close, and then I seen it opening again, I said, you know what? I'm out. I'm out. Because I understood the calling. I can hear the Most High's voice, because guess what? Sometimes you gotta turn off the world. You have to turn the world down or turn it completely off to hear the Most High's voice. How do you do that? You have to fast, man. You have to fast. You have to pray. You have to discipline your life and actually take the time to listen to what these scriptures actually mean outside of your pastor, outside of your elder, outside. I understand the Most High send teachers, right? But what I'm saying is, you have to apply it to your daily life so the Most High can send you discernment and a message for you and your family. Because when it's time to go and those bombs is dropping, I guarantee you a lot of those people that y'all hold high, they won't be there. They're going to situate their people. There won't be a great mass exodus plane. You get what I'm saying? That says, flee Babylon. And everybody all aboard, flee Babylon. We out of here. And you going, and that thing landing right there in Israel, and they passing out, keys to the wilderness as you get off the plane. It don't work like that, man. It just don't work like that. And think about us, as wicked as we are, coming from America, with all the filth on us, stinking and all that stuff, going right into the Most High's kingdom, stepping our dirty. Man, you sound crazy, man. That's not how it works, people. It's not how it works. You talking about 40 years just walking around, can't get it right. You talking about our people. Our people. If you don't know our people, then hey, go live amongst our people for a while. I'm talking about even out here. Go live amongst our people and see why we was walking around in the wilderness for 40 years. We will if it can be paradise, we will cause destruction amongst each other. Man, flee Babylon. America, it's over. America is over. There's pilgrims in the earth. He goes before the flock. Y'all be good. Peace and blessings.